Today we have another meta analysis.
Take a look at who I am now. I'm stronger than ever. And if you ever doubted me, you should've known better.
So this time we have the results from the BCS Chicago and the BCS Mexico, both standard and premium. However, I first want to do two announcements. First of all, I made a Pokemon channel. I am a total noob to the game. I basically don't know anything. And so I'm just recording my journey of not knowing anything to maybe knowing something. However, Vanguard is more important to me. And so I also have an update on Claret cards. Now we have some high rarity goodies right here that are still on the site. If you don't know, there are only 100 each of these two special force markers. They are extremely rare. We still have them on the site. One of each, basically. They're that rare. Like, we opened a bunch of cases, pulled two, which is still really lucky, but they are for sale, so if you're interested in that. And then still one XVR Gancelot, one SCR Aichi marker, and of course more singles. If you're looking for anything from Ariel Seed, maybe some My Glorious Justice left, but most is basically sold out. Things are selling out quickly, so if you're interested in that, link in the description, and you can use the code Solemn to get 5% off. Let's get into these results. So first of all, we have standard BCS Chicago, and we have block A. There were two blocks, and I just don't have block B. So these results we got from John Chaden or Chaden, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, from Team Vision. And the top 8 was as follows. We have 4 Bermuda. Yes, I am shocked. We are all so shocked. Of course, this is before the restricted list, so you can expect these numbers to go down somewhat in the future once that restriction list hits. But for now, yes, we still have a heavy Bermuda hitters right here. So 4. Then we have 2 Grand Blue. As I said before, Grand Blue is very strong. It only dies to itself, essentially, the deck out. But it can really hurt Bermuda because of the recurring of PGs with Greed Shade and just hitting huge numbers just like them. Then we had 1 Nova Grappler, which is actually, I believe, piloted by John and got 3rd place with that, so really cool. And then 1 Aqua Force. And then for Premium Chicago, we have the results from Kevin Cho from Team WCC, winning with Rear Up Represent. The top 8 there was, we had 3 Ezel, which is a big turnout, but again, before restricted list soon, this will be hit with the Criff. It's not as of an annoying turnout as the Bermuda, but it's still pretty large. Then we have 2 Ange. Again, this is also going to be restricted. 2 Luard, and Luard actually ended up winning the event. And 1 Great Nature. Now that's always cool to see. I love me some Great Nature. I believe the list was posted to Reddit as well. The funny thing is though, more than half of this circle will be heavily altered come end of September with the list. Then we have the results from BCS Mexico. Special thanks to Sergio Rios for getting me these results. So standard Mexico was, again, a big turnout for Bermuda. 3, just like the Premium Chicago had 3 of Ezel, so 3 Bermuda, big turnout. 1 Gold Paladin, 1 Messiah, which I believe won the event, 1 DP, 1 Mura, which is pretty surprising, and then 1 Naru. I believe this event was right at the release of Ariel Seed Liberation, so I believe that Mura was running the Gauntlet Buster Dragon. Finally, we also have Premium Mexico. We have 2 Neo Nectar. I think Neo actually won. 2 Ezel, again still doing well. We had 1 DP, which is quite surprising. I'd love to see that list, but I did not receive any just yet. We have 1 OTT, 1 Tachi, which actually got 3rd place, and this is probably something that really catches people off guard. Tachi in Premium has the issue of being extremely piece reliant, just like Aqua Force kinda, but if it gets its stuff, Dogma, the new Dogma, is just oof, a very big oof. So yes, we do also have the list of this Tachi deck. It kind of looks like a standard plus deck. So you Tachi fans out there, that's something cool to check out, maybe experiment with. And finally, we also had a Nova Grappler. We can kind of assume Victor in that top 8. So overall, as I said, I like to do these meta-analyses when we actually have a season, and then as events start piling up and we get more and more results, we get a really good view of what the meta is actually like. Obviously, these few results will be a bit weird because everything before September 20 will have all these various decks unhit, and then once September 20 kicks in, well, these past results will be kind of void, I would dare to say, in the sense that you can't just assume that decks stay relevant because of the changes or go completely irrelevant because of the changes. So we'll have to split that up, but for now it's still interesting to analyze this because there's still plenty of people who have their BCSs before September 20. And also, if you can notice, let's say for example Premium Mexico, there were 2 Neo-Nectars in the top and that deck didn't get hit. So you can kind of assume like, hey, that deck is probably gonna be good. Now of course Phantasmal is gonna come out, we'll see what happens there. Most of Mexico's top 8 isn't really hit apart from the 2 Ezels right there. So that's something to keep in mind. We can still learn from these results, we just have to make sure we don't pin too hard on them, considering that restriction list will change things quite a bit. With that being said, that is all for today. Hope you found this very interesting. If you did, please subscribe to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Oh, if you have even the slightest bit of interest in Pokemon, go subscribe to that Solemn Pokemon channel as well. That'll be a very fun experiment right there. Of course, don't forget the bling goodies at claretcards.com. Use the code Solemn to get 5% off, and I will see you soon. Ciao.